This 3-Minute Egg is made possible from a generous grant by Ramon, the Minnesota Jewish Arts Council. Miriam Gerberg is a longtime local composer who has worked largely in theater, and now she has a new complete work that's all her own. It's called Ruth and Naomi. It's an exploration of a biblical story set against a backdrop of Middle Eastern music, performed by musicians and singers who are also called upon to be actors. Well, we're going to step into a rehearsal and talk with Miriam about her creative process on the eve of the premiere at the Sabes Jewish Community Center on this 3-Minute Egg.
I started, I guess, my adult artist life as a composer, and I had been working in the theater. In the meantime, I was also very interested in music from different parts of the world, and I had an opportunity to go to the Middle East. The areas that I focus on are Middle Eastern, Arabic, and Turkish music, traditional classical musics. I also do play some Japanese. I'm using those instruments in this show. This piece, for me, is to start bringing those parts of me, my interests and experiences, together. I kind of had to back off from my composing for a while because it conflicted with my ability to learn how to work with these musics and how to hear, and you learn a whole way of working with notes and shaping music. One comment I remember, "Oh, it's so Jewish," and I said, "What do you mean it's Jewish? You know, it's strictly Arab. I'm following the rules, and I'm Jewish," and so they thought, I guess they just thought that some of the music from my own traditions that you just sort of seep into you were coming through. And so what I was told is that while my music didn't necessarily sound like I was, someone born and raised and, strictly in the Arab tradition, it was accepted. I've had people play it. It's been played in Palestine. It's been played around the U.S., so those pieces. And then I just started wanting to stretch the boundaries. I think maybe because I played in some strictly traditional on groups. And at one point I thought, well, you know what? I'm never going to be as good as as the top people from the tradition, so why don't I go back and bring myself more into it.
The poor and starving want what we have. We must go to save what is ours for ourselves.
My home, my family, my friends.
We're going.
I made a decision. I wanted all the performers to be musicians first, and not necessarily trained actors. It's the shaping of the music that comes first. That's sometimes a challenge because when we have to do some storytelling, I'm pushing people beyond their comfort zones a bit. My goal was also to also communicate some things through a tableau or someone taking someone else's hand, so that we don't have to sort of have someone's, we can have feelings coming through in music and in a gesture, I guess. I see art as something that is constantly evolving, and so the whole idea that something has to sort of, is this good enough for Broadway, or is this the final version? I can't imagine considering anything.